Hello, everybody.
Hello.
It's your brothers right here. Yeah. I've been listening to many country songs. Country Awards has just been around.
America, brother. We're gonna drink some Coke. Drink it, not sniff it.
We're about to review Why I Live a Simple Life.
With who? What's his
by
name?
your favorite. I don't give.
No, what was his name?
I don't know his name.
You don't remember?
Was it who the fuck is Asmongold?
He is.
Oh, that's the guy. Yeah, I just heard a name on my brain. Asmongold.
Not Ash. Ass. E-S.
Ass?
No, yeah, but without only one S.
S.
Mongold. I don't know.
Right.
It's his game. His game.
We're gonna listen to his minimalistic lifestyle.
Why he lives a minimalistic lifestyle? Why he shows he has a lot of money, but he still lives in the same house. So drives the same car. He doesn't give a fuck.
It's just numbers on the screen, my friend.
Yeah, let's see.
What's up, boys? So today, I wanted to talk to you all about a question that I've gotten a lot recently in the past, 3 to 4 years, and that is, why do I live a simple or why do I live a humble life? This is a question that people in my real life have asked me, friends in game have asked me, people I've known online for years have asked me, people in my stream have asked me, other streamers have asked me, everyone has asked me this question, and I thought I should make a video and kind of explain where I'm coming from and what I think. So, I think that the best way for me to make this video and actually do it is to start from the very beginning whenever I was younger and show you kind of what's happened in my life to make me arrive at the position that I'm at now. So whenever I was a lot younger, and I'm talking about ages, I'd say like 6 or 7 to 13 or so. So all of elementary school, and I do apologize, there are a lot of fucking mosquitoes here. So I might be flailing around for a little bit of time in this video, but I did want to record this outside. So anyway, this is whenever I was a lot younger, and I went out and I cared a lot about wearing Nike. I cared a lot about wearing nice shoes, and I remember my mom bought me a really expensive pair of shoes at Academy, and it was awesome, and I'd go and show them off, and people would think I was cool, etc. And these types of things and the materialism of it was very appealing to me. It was very important to me. It was part of who I was as a person, and I basically allowed that to kind of be part of what I identified myself as. And that was the case all through elementary school and also all through middle school. And the real formative moment for me personally was in high school. Now, in high school, I didn't always go to the same one high school. I went to 2 high schools. At the very beginning, I went to a more upscale, a richer high school where, it wasn't like super.
Can you? I can recognize myself in that.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like a lot like you.
Yeah, when you're younger and you like wanna stand out and I don't know, be I don't know what it is, but like cool new clothes and I don't know, it's
you're searching for an identity and a need to be acknowledged.
Yeah, to be seen, I guess.
Acknowledged.
To be noticed.
Yes, acknowledged.
Super rich or anything like that, but it was definitely more upscale. You had the kids who would drive the Hummers to school, and it was very obvious that these kids did not buy their cars from their McDonald's part-time job, okay? Their parents bought them very expensive cars, and they were very brand conscious. They were very conscientious about what they would wear, how they would look, how they would appear, and whenever I looked at those people, I thought it was so superficial and so worthless and so meaningless that it was just very off-putting and weird to me. And then I realized that I was also looking in a mirror. And I realized that while those people were doing this same thing, I was just doing it to a lesser extent. And if I had as much money as they did, I'd be just like them. And I think that realizing that I didn't fit in with those people at all and seeing the conclusion that that type of mindset led to kind of allowed me to diverge from that type of mentality. And whenever I went to another high school, this was a much more poor high school, I fit in much better there. I liked it much better there. And I didn't really give a shit about that stuff anymore. I didn't care what my shirt said on them. I didn't care what car my mom drove to school. These things were just completely meaningless to me because I cared more about spending time with my friends and being happy and doing the things that I wanted to do. And I think that's another big part of this, is that a lot of people, I believe, do things, especially nowadays, not necessarily nowadays, because it's harder to do things nowadays, but, in the proverbial nowadays sense, it's much more common to see people that they will do things because they feel like they should do them. They'll do things because they feel like they would want to have done them. And I think that's even a little bit more acceptable. But it's mainly the people that push themselves into a circular hole whenever they're a square peg. And the fact is, I'm a fucking triangle. I'm not like any of this other stuff. I'm myself. And I think that coming into yourself and realizing who you really are, and not allowing a brand or not allowing a item or a piece of jewelry or clothing or anything like that to define who you are is extremely important in understanding who you are and building up your own self-image. And I think that's really what it comes down to. A lot of times,
not letting circumstances depict what or who you are. That you are who you are outside of what you do and what you wear. You are you, even though, let's say, you go to the gym, but it doesn't mean like your whole identity is a gym shark, or you game and
Gymshark?
your whole identity is like I am a gamer.
Did you say Gymshark?
Yeah.
Huh.
What did it sound like?
No pun intended. Gymshark.
No, but I mean, it's very true. It's being able to be yourself and be other things at the same time.
It's internal validation, and not identifying yourself as what you do for work or the clothes you wear or whatever. You are you, even without those things, right?
Yeah, that's what I
think the old generation has a lot of problems with that when they retire.
Yeah,
because they identify with their work, and then after that they don't have any hobbies or any other interests that keeps them going, and they just really regress. That's what I've seen.
Isn't that? I think that's anyone who retires.
A lot, no, but especially the older generation, they didn't have I don't think there's a lot of people that did, of course. I'm just generalizing, but I don't. For me, at least, I have a lot of hobbies. So even when I retire, let's say from my 9 to 5, I'm still gonna have so much hobbies that I want to do. I don't really have enough time to do all the things I want to do. There's so many things that I do enjoy doing. But I don't identify as a person that I've competed in bodybuilding. I don't identify as a bodybuilder. I just identify as that's something that I loved and enjoyed doing at that time.
But I don't think it's true. But I don't think it's so much what people do. It's more like I work, and now I don't work. Where am I? Who am I? You work every day, and then you don't do that. You've done that your whole life, and then you're like, I don't work.
Because I think that's kind of diffuse. Like, or the term of it is, because even if you term something as working, like some people would say what I do in the gym is working towards something. So is it just work because I get paid for it, or?
But is it work when you
or if I enjoy in doing it? Yeah. So the term work is somewhat up to, it's a definition thing.
Yeah.
But what I like that he said about minimalistic living is like it's having is I think a lot of it has to do with like manifesting a balance with your own ego and listening to yourself and the validation that you get externally, and how important the internal dialogue is to have with yourself. Like, am I really happy, and is this really giving me fulfillment? I think that's an important question to ask yourself, like yourself truly, and not just ask it to other people. Like, what should I do? I've been there. Like, what should I do? Do you think this is the right call? But in the end, yes, I can listen and taking constructive criticism and taking the opinions. But in the end, it's me making the decision, the final one. So I have to also speak to myself. Because if I talk to like 5 people that I respect and I know they want the best for me, and I talk to the one that's inside of me, like who I am, I still have to go with what I feel inside, right? And you come to that place subjectively in your life, and he luckily came to it quite fast, right? So I think that's a good part, because You can always have more. You can always have more. What is it that's fulfilling you? That's the question you have to ask yourself.
But it's interesting because now he has made so much money. I don't know what he does with his money, but I mean, it's like he doesn't really do anything with his money.
Maybe he doesn't give it back to charity, or
no. But it's like, if I would have been rich, what would I do?
Yeah, that's the question you have to ask yourself.
Yeah, I would do the same as him. I would have just. I mean, I would do something, but I would also game most of the time, I think.
Yeah, that's reality, but you actually don't know until you've been
that's true.
in that similar kind of situation. So
maybe I would become like a drug lord or something.
Well, don't see that happening.
Times whenever I was younger, the reason why I felt so attached to these different things, why I felt like I needed to have Nike, why I felt like I needed to have, X, Y, or Z, my parents needed to have a nice car. Why is that really? What is the fundamental reason for that? And it's, I believe, because I was insecure. I didn't feel like I was enough on my own. I needed something more to become more than what I was, and I viewed those brands and those different things that were superficial as a way to expand who I was and inflate who I was. And I realized that it was all hot air. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference one way or another. And I think as I've gotten older, I would always think about, what would I do if I had X amount of money? What would I do if I had Y amount of money? And then whenever I got those amounts of money, I realized that I actually didn't really care about what I was going to do with the money. I cared more about having the money and being able to do those things if I wanted to. But the thing itself didn't really matter to me. I take actually great pride in having a cheap fucking shitty car. And I think that a lot of people might not ever look at things this way.
Huh?
What kind of car does he have?
I don't know. Just a regular
shape. This is how I'm going to measure his worth as a human. What kind of car he drives, what kind of house he has, what kind of clothes he has.
I swear, if you met this guy in like a supermarket, you wouldn't think he had money. You would think he would be like an average Joe as he's working like we do.
Yeah, but I think that's like, I don't know, man. I think this is just such a lot of society is based on
what you have.
Yeah, but it's based on putting you on like a totem pole. Like, you're worth this much because you're worth this much.
It's stupid.
Otherwise, and your respect is also based on that. Like,
man. But then society also values what they can contribute. In knowledge wise, and what you can do. Not only money-wise, I'd say.
His point of view is important for the younger generation, especially. So it's good to hear
that. But think about it like this:
it's good to hear that a person like him that has such a big reach has this mindset, and it's open about it.
But then it's both,
and it's being vulnerable about it.
Yeah, but then it's both good and bad though, because he sits in games all day, and I don't know really like his lifestyle is he eats shit every day, he drinks Coke every day,
listen, he's still doing whatever he feels he wants to do, and it's up to what he's saying here is what I'm deriving from is that he's doing whatever he feels is best for him. That doesn't mean that you need to do that as well.
No,
you need to do what you feel inside and is best for you. I don't want to sit in game like he does. I don't want to do like you do. I just don't enjoy it anymore. I used to do it, but I love going to the gym. I love pushing myself. I train like 3 different sports. I just enjoy pushing myself physically. Gaming, I love that too, but it's just not for me anymore, and that's just the reality and the talk you have to have with yourself. It's not for everyone, and he's not saying for them to need to live like this. He's just expressing himself and living his best life.
Yeah, true. I mean, hey, that's not what I meant. I meant, I mean, a lot of people are seeing him live his lifestyle without this context where he says on why he does it, and for me, I'm kind of in the same boat as him. I just want to live a simple life. If I would have had the opportunity to be able to live off things like this and stream and game, I would love it because then.
But I think also that term "simple" is it's a definition term. Like, what is simple to you might not be simple to someone else. It's not the same for everyone.
Living, doing what I want.
He has a big house.
Yeah, but
he still has a car.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't have that even.
He got them a house. His mother died.
Yeah, but still.
So he didn't buy it.
For them, people would say that's a big thing. Like, real minimalists would have like a small apartment, maybe one like simple is just, I think it's a very subjective term and how you define it. Like it's not the same for everyone.
No, but he literally like the house he lives in.
But
his childhood home.
But
he still lives in the same room.
I'm just saying some people would determine it differently as being simple, but their simple life is subjective.
Yes,
simple for me isn't the same for you.
No, true. I understand what I mean. Yeah.
But at least as long as it speaks to you and you're fulfilled by it, that's the most important part. Some people want to live in tents or in trailers or live with the outside the nature, just having maybe something they can move for the like in a backpack.
I would say that's a harder life.
Yeah, but it's really simple. You're one with nature. Some people
defines on how.
Yeah, some people really want to have a decent apartment and have a decent car, but they still have a bunch of money. For them, that's simple because they barely have any expenses that way. Yeah. But for some people, they really don't even want that much.
So I saw a Japanese guy.
I just want a samurai sword and a samurai like clothing, and that'll be set.
No, but this guy he had a total like 40 items.
40 items.
And he had an apartment.
That would be cool. Like I have a quest to really minimalize for the future, close future. So I'm gonna have 40 items that I own. That would be a cool, like, thing to do.
You have a woman, so that's.
Oh shit, man! Wait.
Impossible.
Yeah, less clothing items. I'm fucked. 40 items. True. Shit, I have like.
He had
I like 20 boxers, like dude, underwear.
Dude, he had like duo sets of like an outfit that he designed himself, which had like, I don't know, he had like
I'd get like a one piece suit, no, like a one piece like clothing, and just walk around like, yeah. They would probably be like Marvel inspired. Like one would be the Hulk, one would be Iron Man. That would be nice.
Out to Taco Bell and somebody keys my car, I don't care. It doesn't really matter to me.
What?
No, because his car is he doesn't
it's shitty. Yeah. But okay. So then I see it. But I'm sort of the same. Someone drove into my car recently, and I just had it fixed. But still, I know that my insurance company is going to take care of that, right?
Yeah.
So, I guess, but that's okay. Let's hear him talk.
Yeah, it's going to piss me off, but it's not going to ruin my day. You know why? Because it's a shitty 2001 Mustang. It's worth $2,000. Yeah. If I had a Lamborghini that was worth $200,000, I would be stressed out constantly. I would be worried constantly. I would be worried about the people that would park next to me. I would be worried about the quality of the car. If the car made a weird noise, there's a little bit of anxiety that would come. And I think that a lot of people don't understand that with a lot of these luxuries come at a cost. And the cost is not just the money, it's also your peace of mind. And for me personally, I don't want to have my life and my burden, or sorry, not my burden, I'm going to get to that. I don't want to have my life burdened by these meaningless things. I don't want to have to think about my car. I don't want to have to think about, my clothes. These are things that are not important to me. These don't make me happy. And I think that it's very...
That's interesting, actually. Because I when I wear something that I'm comfortable in, it kind of makes me happy because I feel good. So that's the difference. Some people just don't see it the same, I guess. Like I said before, it's subjective.
I'm the exact same as him.
Yeah, but like I don't want to walk around in a shirt with holes.
No, but
because some your appearance also says a lot about you.
Yeah.
And I think so. Like having like respect for myself. I feel like that's respect. Because I dress up for myself. I feel good when I don't have holes in my clothes. I feel good that I have something that makes me happy. I'm like, okay, this feels good. This fits good. I feel good. That's for me. Maybe that's not for him, and that's okay. But like with the car, I understand that when you live a expensive lifestyle, let's say, and you barely have the money to afford it, that's gonna stress you the fuck out. But it doesn't mean that you have to go from he went from the extreme, like a $2,000 car to a $200,000 car.
No, it's not extreme because he could literally buy that.
Yeah, but still, of course it's going to stress you out. That's a really expensive car.
Yeah.
Even if he has like 10 times that money, it's still a lot of money.
Yeah.
But he could still have like a car with a little bit more comfort, perhaps. Maybe like 3 times or 4 times the price of his Mustang. He's just gonna have a little bit more comfort. Like money can give you a little bit better comfort, but it shouldn't be to the extent where you feel like stressed about having things that are too expensive. Of course.
No,
but like walking around with a hole in your shirt, or like, I think there's a limit to
he actually
not caring. There's a limit to not caring, because I can see also he does. I'm not gonna say I don't watch this stuff, but for your health.
No, but
I don't know what you've told me.
It's funny that you say that, because he literally streamed it like a shirt that had like a hole in it and stuff.
Yeah, but there's a point where it's almost not healthy. Does he eat healthy? Does he take care of his body? Does he take care of his teeth? Does he shower?
That's what I said. No, but like,
but there's a limit where you go overboard.
Yeah, of course.
You should still care about yourself.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but there's a minute where you just say you don't care at all, and then like, okay.
Like, if you don't preserve yourself and make yourself like feel good and like,
love yourself and respect yourself, there's a limit, but take care of yourself. That's a big part of it.
But the thing is, like, he said he could go like a month without showering. He could like I mean, sometimes when he streamed, he had like a hole in his shirt.
Yeah,
and stuff,
but like that,
and he had like dead rats.
He's almost like nihilistic. He's almost like nihilistic.
Yeah, he's like he don't give no shits.
Yeah, that's like a few warning flags. Like, why?
But if he likes that and he wants to do like that, and all, I mean.
Yeah, but I'm just speaking about his health, of course, like taking care of his health.
Yeah, that's something that I've thought about as well, because I mean he eats.
There's a limit to not caring.
Yeah, but he literally eats takeout every day, and he eats his boxes of shit and.
Wait, literal shit.
Yeah. And he drinks Coke every day and Dr. Pepper and whatnot. But yeah.
Does he brush his teeth?
He has like literally all of his teeth were rotted out. But he said he got lucky that his streaming career took off, because now he could repair his teeth and stuff. Wow. So like his whole mouth is, I think, replaced with dentures.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Very important for other people. I've said this many times on my stream. It's very important to buy things that make you happy, but it's equally important to make sure that buying things doesn't make you happy. And I think, for example, whenever I first got a little bit of money, I bought a 50-inch television, and it was a great one. I've always wanted a large TV, and this was back whenever I worked at the IRS. It was one of my first paychecks. I went and I bought that. And then after that paycheck, I just basically saved the rest of the money, because I was like, okay, well, got the TV, beat the game, I'm done. And I think later on I bought a computer with it, with that plus a little bit of my YouTube money. But other than that, I think that was really all I really wanted. And so the reason why I don't really care about these kinds of things is because they don't really, there's nothing that this enables me to do. Having a very fast car, a very cool car that can drive 200 miles an hour, well, who gives a shit if you're just driving the Wendy's? It doesn't matter. Even if you're on the highway, if you go 200 miles an hour, you're going to jail. So the whole idea of having the ability to do this to me seems very unnecessary. It's completely pointless. So it's like buying a brand new gaming computer to play Minecraft or Solitaire. Who gives a shit? And so I think there's a certain amount of freedom that comes with not having things of luxury, because you don't have to worry about upkeeping them. You don't have to worry about keeping them clean, or keeping them safe, or keeping them in the right condition. I don't have to worry about those things, and that leaves my mind open to think about and to worry about the things that I do care.
But why? What? Just because they're expensive, you need to worry about cleaning them? Wait, shouldn't you just clean? Keep it somewhat clean around you? I don't want to see his house, man. You have shown me it. I don't want to see it. Oh no, dude, shut your browser. I see hub. Wow, yeah.
That's his stuff,
sakes,
you have the boxes and I explain what the workout.
Why doesn't he give a shit? I don't get it.
Like, do you see all of these boxes are like look there. It's like all this shit is like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, he doesn't give a fuck. I mean, he doesn't have to.
But it's not. It's redundant saying I don't give a fuck. Why don't you give a fuck? Why doesn't he give a fuck? You just fucking
layer video
he gave up on life. I don't get it. Like his. Looks a little bit like you.
What, really?
Yeah, he just has longer hair. What the fuck is that one?
So I have to wait. I have to wash my hands. Is this mandatory? But I thought I had a clean. Why would I wash my hands, man? Oh my god, it's actually mandatory. All right, let's go. Let's get it out of the way.
Okay, you may enter now.
Jesus. Okay, here we go. Let's talk to the matriarch. What do you think about GGX showering routine? I mean, I shower. Listen, guys, I know this might be a surprise, but I shower about once a week, maybe somewhere around there. Like whenever my hair, like the main reason why I shower is whenever my hair looks bad on stream. Like that is the main reason. Like it's not because I feel guilty about my appearance. It's not because of anything. My hair looks bad on stream and I figure like, okay, it's getting pretty greasy. I look bad. It's time to take a shower. Like I've got probably about a day left at this point. You get acne if you don't wash it? Do I have any acne? Look at my face. Look at my face. None. Absolutely fucking none. I wash my face with bacon grease and I never exfoliate. I don't do anything to my skin at all and it works just fine. That is what you call an earth shield, okay?
Does she wash earth shield? He's joking, right? Bacon fat. No, bacon grease.
No, I don't know about that one, but
that's actually insane.
About and the things that really matter. I think everybody can agree that worrying about weird sounds that your car makes is not an enjoyable experience. And the more that you do that, the less that you're thinking about how can you be better at your job? How can you create the next thing that will make you feel like you did something that mattered? How will you be a better friend? How can you be a better son or parent or whatever? All of these things now take a second row to the car. The car, who gives a fuck about the car? It just doesn't really matter to me. And so I think also another factor is it's a matter of contentness. I'm very content. I'm happy. I live with my mom. At some point in the future, I will probably buy a house when I move in with a girl and, be maybe a slightly functioning member of society.
he actually had a girl living with him.
No, he had a girl?
Yeah.
No, you don't have to show me. Just tell me. Fucking hell. I fucking can't. No fucking way.
He's literally in there.
I'm sorry. This is clout. This girl is here for clout.
Maybe.
No maybes.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We can try.
We can figure it out.
We can also go to the top of Spanish.
Yeah, if it's open.
Yeah.
My baby.
Good
Oh, the grease. The bacon grease. She got grease all over her lips. Well, I'm not gonna say that it wasn't true love, but what happened?
I don't know.
Clout?
No, I don't know.
Think they smashed?
She was a streamer, I think, and then they dated and she started her own defense and then she
Yeah, okay, I can see the perspective of the clout, yeah.
But until then, I'm completely happy and content with living with my mom and doing whatever I want. It makes me happy. I love my mom. I help her around the house. and I help pay for things and clean things up and just, basically live the life that I've always lived.
Honestly,
There's nothing really that I've ever wanted more than that. There are things.
Honestly, I like staying with your parents and helping them and them helping. Well, you're a family, right? They created you for a reason. They want to keep you around. But yes, you probably need to become self-sufficient at some point. But I like that. Like, are there like, what's it called? Traditions or cultures usually stay home longer, so they can like build up some capital, or so they can help out. Especially when their parents get older, they move in with them and they can take care. I like that a lot. In Sweden, it's not as much that way. It's like mostly you're grown out, take
But
care
the
of
sad
yourself.
part is, his mother passed away, but he and his mother was gaming together.
Oh, that's cool. That's about the life's about relationships. If you can keep those close knit relationships together, that's beautiful.
Things that I want, and those things that I want are not things. Many of the things that I want as a person, you can't touch. Many of the things that I want, you can't buy. And so what is really the point of having these things? There isn't any. They're just distractions. They're, basically eating, I don't know, like eating junk food whenever you're hungry. It will not necessarily...
I mean, he eats junk food a lot, right? But I understand, like, I don't put too much stock in material things either. I'd rather have capital in money in my bank account, or so I can experience life. Because for me, it's about experiencing and making things and making memories and exploring life. And I don't necessarily think that's due to material things. It's to experiencing with your own body and doing things like traveling, spending time with your family. I think
I would
that's
say money is security,
yeah,
and it's
a little bit
and
more
it's
comfort, but it
being
shouldn't
able
be
to
everything.
do what you want when you want to.
Yeah,
You don't have to do.
but there's a
anything,
point where you get
but
like
the possibility.
yeah, but you get like fuck you money.
Elon Musk money.
Yeah, I don't think that's that's a lot of money.
That's
But
owning the whole country
If you,
money.
what did he say in that show that I saw? Like, if you have your house and your shit box, and your house is paid off and everything, just put it in the bank and interest and everything. And you can just live off that if you have a certain amount of money. But there's a point where you get to like fuck you money a little bit. But I don't think it's it's not necessarily Elon Musk money.
fill you up in the same way, and whenever it does, the side effects are not very good, let me tell you. So I think that's really where I'm coming from, and the reality is that I wake up every morning and I'm happy, almost all the time, right? I mean, there are things that depress me. I'm not depressed, but there are things that I think about them and it's like, fuck, I've got a lot of problems with my teeth. I've been working through those, but I have a lot of problems with them still. And that really stresses me out a lot. That bothers me out a lot. And that is a problem that partially money can fix, but at the same time, it is what it is. But other than the things that are mostly immutable, I can't really deal with as easily. I'm relatively happy, and I enjoy what I'm doing, and I like streaming. I love making videos. I love playing video games. I love spending time with my friends, and I love creating things. I love talking about things that I'm passionate about, and I love just doing things that make me happy. And I focus so much more on doing things that make me happy rather than having things that make me happy. Having things is more or less a burden for me now than actually a reward. I don't really live a very materialistic life at all anymore. I don't really care about almost anything other than things that have sentimental value to me. There's nothing that I'm really looking forward to getting or buying or something like that, because it's just another burden for me. If I get a new thing, it's like, okay, well, where am I going to put this in my room now? What am I going to do with this? Is this really going to improve the quality of my life, or is it going to be just another burden on my everyday life that just gets in the way? And oftentimes it's the latter and not the former. And I think that's one of the mindset changes that I've had. And I think that really for a lot of people, it's hard to actually get to the point where I'm at without being at the point where I was. And I don't really think that there's any way to make that process any faster. I think that it's a completely internal thing. You can't really goad this into happening. You can't, kickstart this or anything like that. But I think that the first thing that if you want to do anything is to think about what really makes you happy. And if having X, Y, or Z makes you happy, think to yourself and ask yourself, is having that thing what makes you happy? Or is being able to have that thing what makes you happy? Because for me, being able to have that thing is what made me happy. And that's why I never really had to have the thing, because I was happy at the very beginning. And so the real answer of why I live a humble or why I live a simple life is that I don't. I live the most extravagant, great life I could possibly ever imagine. I'm surrounded by my friends that I spend time with daily. I have a great, I hate calling it a job. I really do. I hate calling it a job. But I have a great thing that I do with my streams and my videos. I consider myself incredibly lucky, and I'm very passionate about that in many ways. And I have my parents that care about me and love me. I have my family that cares about me. I have my real life friends that I've known for 20 years, and I still am friends with them and I see them all the time. I don't live a humble or a simple life at all. I'm extremely happy. I don't need a expensive car or anything like that to have. I live a very extravagant life, I live a life of opulence, and that doesn't necessarily mean that it has to do with money or things or anything like that. And so I wanted to share that with people because I think a lot of people need to hear that, because I see a lot of people that are very materialistically minded, and I understand that better than almost anybody does. And it's also very, I'm sure, ironic for me to talk about this whenever I am so focused on collecting items. I care more about getting items in game than in real life. And that's absolutely true. Because at least items in game don't really take up space unless it's in my inventory, and I think you guys have seen that, so you can see kind of what my mindset is about that as well. So the point that I'm really trying to make with this is that try to realize, and if this is like any bit of advice for anybody, is that trying to realize what really makes you happy, what you really want. And I think for me it was more fulfillment, more than the thing itself. It was the fulfillment and the ability to buy it. And more than that, what that meant a realization of the self. That meant a success. And I really wanted the success, not necessarily what the success entailed. The success entailing things that doesn't really matter. I just care about the actual success of itself. And I'm very passionate about pushing towards that and working towards that and doing things that make that happen. And it makes me happy, and that's really all I need. And many times whenever I make videos or I'm editing videos, I'm in one of the best moods possible because I'm doing the thing that I love to do. And I think that if that's something that other people can catch, other people can hold on to, it's something that just kind of completely changes your perspective on the way that you go about your life. And that's why I wanted to make this video and kind of give people my insight into it, and hopefully people can see where I'm coming from. And I try to help as many people with this as possible because I feel like it's just so important. Obviously, I'd be very curious to hear all of your feedback and a lot of the comments that people will have for this. I've thought like 2-3 weeks on how to make this video. Hopefully this is the best way. But regardless, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you soon. Peace.
We appreciate
He did
it. Or maybe we did it subconsciously. We just do that. We appreciate you too, buddy. And as long as you're happy, keep doing what you're doing. All we're talking about here is just your health. Being mindful of that. And yeah. Otherwise,
kind of a good twist on it as well when he said that he doesn't really live a simple life. He lives a very extravagant,
based on what you value, right?
Yeah, but I mean, based on his values and whatever. I mean, hey, I don't even know if I would want a big house. I mean, imagine the stress of taking care of it, the lawn,
Why does that stress you out?
Because you actually have to cut the edges. You need to cut the lawn. You need to fix.
But I guess it's just subjective, as we said before. Some people don't think that's just the law; they think it's relaxing.
People want to do that, yeah.
Yeah, some people just enjoy it, and
I want to do other things and take care of.
Yeah, you want a game? Pasture. You want a game? That's okay.
Yeah.
I want to go to the gym. That's okay. I want to do arm wrestling. That's okay. I want to fight. That's okay. I just want to preserve my shit, man. But yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed, and yeah.
It was good. I like Asmongold. I usually watch his streams sometimes.
Yeah.
Usually it's YouTube content, but yeah, I like him.
You're turning into him.
Not really.
No. You actually were him before.
Before, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was before I knew him.
Really? So you originated it.
I am his soul.
You're the master.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it for us. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and leave a comment about what you think about, like, or interested to hear about. I mean, let's say you say your way and your idea of
what's your definition of a simple life?
Yeah. Peace.